Equanimous St. Brown has agreed to terms on a 1-year contract extension. Ryan Poles decided to bring back EQ for one more season. He was brought in this year on a 1-year deal worth less than $1 million. His extension is for 1 year and $1.25 million, a slight raise, nothing major here at all, but this is a move I kind of like. Out of all the free agent receivers brought in this year, EQ has at least managed to stay healthy all season, and that's been hard in our receiving room. He started 15 games for us and was a solid blocker in the run game all year long, even though he wasn't a very dynamic receiving option. That being said, the money reflects that the front office still doesn't view him as a starter going forward, but he proved this year he can be a serviceable backup player. He has nice size and speed, but lacks dynamic receiving skills. In 15 starts this year, he had 20 catches for 320 yards and 1 touchdown. He's 1 catch and 8 yards away from posting career highs in yards and catches. He also has his career high in touchdowns as well, catching one in the first week of the season and nothing since. I was never a huge fan of EQ, but I think this is a nice move. The pace shows he's being brought back as a fourth or fifth receiving option next year in what should be a much improved receiving room. Speaking of that, let's take a minute to look at the receivers under contract for next year. Remember, N'Keal Harry, Byron Pringle, and Dante Pettis are all slated to be free agents. EQ's re-signing makes it a little bit less likely that any of these guys will be brought back. I would love to see N'Keal Harry brought back for at least another year, though. So we now have 4 receivers under contract for 2023. Both of our starters will be entering the final years of their rookie deals. That is Chase Claypool and Darnell Mooney. I expect them to be a nice 1-2 punch at wide receiver. Once Claypool is able to get in a full offseason with Justin Fields, I expect them to be a dynamic combination. And then we have previously mentioned Equanimous St. Brown, who will also be on a 1-year deal. And then we have Velus Jones Jr., who's the only receiver on the roster who's under contract as of 2024. Velus has a 4-year deal worth $5.4 million total that runs through 2025. If Velus gives us any value at receiver or kick returner, it's going to be coming in a value. He doesn't make very much money. I think it's very possible that Darnell Mooney and Chase Claypool could be approached for contract extensions this offseason. Poles needs to spend a lot of money. I think Mooney is more likely, even though he's injured. I expect Claypool to stick around long term as well, and would be immediately disappointed if he didn't, but Poles may want to wait until extending him. I would be all for Chase Claypool signing an extension this offseason. Especially coming off a down year, he could sign at a nice value. With only 4 receivers under contract, expect more moves to come this offseason. There are a lot of ways Poles could go attacking this receiver room. It's not a top need in my opinion, but the NFL continues to be about passing attacks and dynamic receiving options, so I could definitely see Poles and company making one more splash move at this position. Stay tuned, guys. I have more coming. I just wanted to give you my take on EQ's contract extension and how our receiving room looks like heading into next year. Keep that in mind, as all 3 of N'Keal Harry, Byron Pringle, and Dante Pettis could be playing their last games as Bears this weekend. Pettis' injury status is still in the air. Remember to hit that like button for me, and until next time, bear down.